12 months ago, Alex Eala was ranked 139 in the world. 139. She was a promise, a name Filipino tennis fans spoke about with hope, but not yet certainty. She had the junior resume, a U.S. Open girls singles title, 6 formative years at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain. But the professional tour is unforgiving. It exposes hype. It punishes potential that isn't ready. Eala was ready. What followed wasn't gradual progress. It was a surge. She broke into the WTA Top 100. Then came the run that forced the tennis world to recalibrate how it viewed a 20-year-old from Quezon City. At the Miami Open, she stunned elite opposition in succession, including 5-time major champion Iga Swiatek, Australian Open winner Madison Keys, and former Roland Garros champion Yelena Ostapenko. Analysts ran out of adjectives. Filipino fans ran out of voice. She became the first Filipino in the Open era to win a main draw match at the U.S. Open. She captured a WTA Challenger title in Guadalajara. By September 2025, she had climbed to world number 57. By early 2026, she was ranked number 45. In Dubai, at the Dubai Tennis Championships, she pushed world number 4 Coco Gauff to the brink in a quarterfinal that earned her the Americans' public respect. And the crowds followed. In Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, in Manila, in cities where Filipino flags filled entire sections of the stands. Her rise wasn't just athletic. It was cultural. That kind of momentum creates something dangerous. Attention at a scale no young athlete is fully prepared for. The bigger her story became, the more valuable her name became. Not just to sponsors and tournament directors, but to content farms and engagement pages that understood exactly how digital platforms reward emotional reaction over verification. The lie that exploded across social media claimed she had signed a $1.6 billion contract with Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan to headline a fictional Abu Dhabi Diamond Tennis Championship. The graphic looked convincing. The number was astronomical. And because she was physically competing in Abu Dhabi at the time, at the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, the narrative felt just plausible enough to silence skepticism. It spread everywhere. But this wasn't the first fabrication. Before the billionaire fantasy came a fake $45 million equipment deal with Wilson. Then a fabricated endorsement from Emirates. Then a supposed presidential bonus. A non-existent $10 million donation. A $500 million relief fund. Even a manufactured rags-to-riches backstory about her father working as a waiter, an invention designed to dramatize a life that already required no embellishment. Each story followed a formula. Make the numbers bigger, the emotion stronger, the pride impossible to resist. Investigations by Nerves and Rappler traced multiple tennis-themed Facebook pages that systematically pushed these claims. These weren't accidental exaggerations by overexcited fans. They were calculated posts engineered for maximum engagement, exploiting a community's genuine love for an athlete who had already accomplished something remarkable without fictional billions attached to her name. That is the uncomfortable truth. Her real story, the rankings climb, the Grand Slam breakthrough, the Miami run, the respect from champions, never needed a billion-dollar headline to matter. It already did. These pages weren't spontaneous fan creations. They were engineered. The external links attached to those viral posts led to websites crammed with advertising, in some cases, more than 20 ads on a single page. The design mimicked legitimate news outlets, clean layouts, professional typography, authoritative headlines. But the resemblance ended there. There were no editorial boards, no ownership disclosures, no transparency statements, no visible accountability. Beneath the surface, the structure was even more calculated. Cookies, tracking pixels, behavioral retargeting. Every click, whether driven by curiosity, pride, or simple hope, became data. That data could then be used to serve follow-up ads and future campaigns long after the original story had faded from memory. Read that again. 20 ads per page. User data collection. Retargeting systems built on the behavior of people who simply wanted to celebrate someone they admired. This wasn't misplaced enthusiasm. It was an accidental exaggeration. It was a business model. The name and image of Alexandra Eala were being used as raw material, fuel for an advertising and data harvesting operation run by individuals she had never met, publishing stories she had never approved, monetizing the genuine love millions of Filipinos feel for her rise. When it turned political, the false billion-dollar contract was damaging enough. But the campaign didn't stop at financial fiction. At one point, Eala was falsely inserted into a political narrative, including a fabricated claim that she had publicly refused to participate in WTA Pride Night celebrations, a position she never expressed, a statement she never made. Imagine what that implies. A 20-year-old athlete, focused on surviving and thriving at the highest level of professional tennis, had her image attached to political messaging she neither authored nor endorsed. Her name became a tool. And every reaction, whether applause or outrage, translated into engagement. Engagement translated into ad impressions. Ad impressions translated into revenue. Investigations by Rappler and Nerves identified patterns that resembled organized digital disinformation tactics previously seen in political campaigns, renaming dormant accounts, coordinating posts across multiple pages, synchronizing narratives for maximum viral spread. This was not random. It was structured. The broadcaster who slowed it down the story reached mainstream Philippine news when veteran broadcaster Mel Tiangco addressed the issue during an evening newscast. No shouting. No dramatics. Just clarity. Sometimes the most powerful intervention is a quiet reminder to verify before sharing. And people listened. Her response, and why it mattered anyone would have understood if Eala had reacted with fury. A public outburst. Legal threats. A sustained counter-campaign. That reaction would have been human, but it also would have fed the system. Every denial creates a new headline. Every rebuttal generates fresh engagement. Every surge of traffic becomes more data. After her quarterfinal exit at the Philippine Women's Open on January 29, 2026, where she fell to Camila Osorio, the topic surfaced in her press conference. Her answer was calm. That's not really under my control. I don't have power over what other people post. I'm aware that there have been a lot of fake news articles. She acknowledged the concern, especially how many likes those posts accumulated, and admitted how difficult it can be to distinguish fact from fabrication online. Then she reframed the conversation. I guess my take would be to tell them to just try to find reliable sources of news and just try to listen to dependable outlets. That's all I can say. That restraint wasn't weakness. It was discipline. While competing at events like the Miami Open, the US Open, the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, and the Dubai Tennis Championships, facing players like Iga Swiatek, Madison Keys, Yelena Ostapenko, and Coco Gauff, she chose composure over spectacle. I don't really pay attention to a lot of negative comments, she later said in a WTA interview. For a 20-year-old athlete carrying national expectation, that's not indifference. It's mental strength. What the real story contains, strip away the viral graphics. Remove the invented billions. What remains is extraordinary. Miami Open semi-finalist. First Filipino in the Open era to win a main draw match at the US Open. First WTA final at Eastbourne. First WTA Challenger title at Guadalajara. Top 45 in the world entering 2026. Quarterfinalist in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And the partnerships? Globe Telecom, brand ambassador. Babolat, racket sponsor. Nike, on-court apparel. Bank of the Philippine Islands, financial literacy advocacy. In July 2025, she was introduced as an ambassador for Locally Juice, a real partnership, transparently announced. These are documented achievements. Verified endorsements. Permanent entries in the record. No fabrication required. The question that remains: the architects of the disinformation understood something precise. The pride was real. The love was authentic. The desire to see global recognition for a Filipina succeeding at the highest level of tennis was deeply emotional. They exploited that. The uncomfortable question isn't about her. It's about what we do when a headline feels too good not to share. Because the real story of Alex Eala does not need a $1.6 billion contract attached to it. It needs only what it already possesses: the truth. And the truth, documented, verified, earned on court, has always been more than enough. A real company, a real decision, real executives who examined what Alex Eala had built, not through hype, not through spectacle, but through years of disciplined work, and chose to align their brands with hers. Globe Telecom Babolat, Nike, Bank of the Philippine Islands, locally Juice. These are verified partnerships, documented, public, legitimate. They exist because of ranking points earned match by match, training sessions completed before sunrise, and years of unglamorous repetition that no algorithm ever finds exciting. And yet, the fabricated $1.6 billion Sheikh Mansour fantasy drew millions of views. The fake $45 million equipment deal racked up over 100,000 Facebook likes. The invented Emirates sponsorship spread faster than fact-checkers could correct it. The truth generated a fraction of that attention. A fraction. The paradox at the center here is the uncomfortable reality. The truth was never as shareable as the lie. Real sponsorships, a Babolat racket, a Nike kit, a long-standing partnership with Globe Telecom that began when she was 8 years old, do not trigger the same explosive emotional surge as an imaginary billion-dollar headline. In a digital economy where reach equals revenue, virality is currency. Accuracy is optional. That asymmetry isn't accidental. It's structural. The operators behind those pages understood something specific about Filipino pride. They understood the depth of devotion, the late-night streaming, the packed sections of overseas tournaments, the flags waving in Abu Dhabi and Dubai and New York. For they understood that this love is fierce, generational, beautiful, and monetizable. The same emotion that drives a nation to celebrate authentic achievement can be harvested, converted into ad impressions, behavioral data, and targeted campaigns. That is the real billion-dollar scandal. Not a contract that never existed, but the industrial-scale exploitation of genuine love for a genuine hero. She will be fine, but let's be honest, Eala will be fine. She is ranked inside the WTA top 45. She is a consistent threat at elite tournaments like the Dubai Tennis Championships and the Miami Open. She has defeated Grand Slam champions including Iga Swiatek in historic runs that required no embellishment. For she has the composure, the team, the grounding, the work ethic. What no one can fabricate, and no disinformation network can destroy, is a body of work built point by point. But the broader questions remain. How many casual fans still believe the billionaire narrative? How many picture her as a celebrity backed by unimaginable wealth rather than as a disciplined professional who earns everything through performance? What does it mean for a young athlete's identity when the public version of her story becomes detached from her lived reality? She has acknowledged the weight she carries. I do my best because I know that especially on the international stage, I represent quite a big demographic. It's such an honor to have this support and this community rally behind me. She understands the responsibility. She carries it intentionally. The machine faced no consequences. The pages that exploited her name continue to operate. The ad networks still place ads. The data infrastructure still runs. The cycle simply resets for the next viral opportunity. Even after reporting by Rappler and fact-checking investigations, the engagement continued. Likes accumulated. Shares multiplied. The system rewards scale, not truth. What her response revealed, anyone would have understood: anger, legal threats, aggressive rebuttals, a public war against every false headline. Instead, she chose something far more strategic. She spoke once, calmly, without spectacle, after a match, in the middle of questions about her career. I'm aware that there have been a lot of fake news articles. It is concerning because I see sometimes they get a lot of likes and it's difficult, I understand, to tell the difference when you see it online. No performance. No outrage. Just clarity. Then 5 words that closed the door. That's all I can say. And then she went back to work. Quarterfinals in Dubai. Deep runs in elite fields. Matches that command respect from opponents ranked above her. The machine attempted to define her. It failed. What this asks of us the next time a headline screams, "Billion-dollar deal. Presidential bonus." Shocking quote.
Pause. Before you share.
Before you tag. Before pride turns into an ad click that funds a stranger's campaign, ask one question. Is this real? Because the real story is already extraordinary. The girl from Quezon City who rose from world number 139 into the top 40 in a year, became the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam main draw match in the Open era at the US Open, defeated major champions on global stages, faces defeat with composure beyond her years. She does not need a fabricated billion. She needs the truth, told honestly, shared carefully, protected by the very community whose love made her rise possible. Bigger than one athlete, this is not just her story. It is a case study in how digital economies monetize emotion. A warning for every sports fan in the algorithmic age. A reminder that pride, when unexamined, becomes a revenue stream for people who have no stake in the truth. Alex Eala handled it with clarity and discipline rare at any age. Now, the responsibility shifts outward. Protect the stories that matter. Verify before amplifying. Let real achievements outshine fabricated ones. Because her actual story, written in ranking points, match statistics, and the unmistakable presence of someone who belongs, has always been worth more than any headline someone could invent. It always will be.